Hey, how's it going? Today is day 91 of my 100-day inspiration challenge. And today I want to talk about accountability because as I have been going through this challenge, doing 100 days of these live videos, it takes some accountability. And it hasn't been easy. It definitely hasn't been easy. There have been days where I do not want to do these videos, but I have kept myself accountable because I proclaimed it to all of you. And so all of you have been keeping me accountable, whether or not you've known it. So it has been the thing that has been driving me forward, even when I don't feel like doing the thing. Because when you are trying to achieve goals, there are always going to be moments and days and times when you don't want to do the work, when you're not feeling it. And so it is so important when you are working toward a goal to have some accountability because it will keep you moving forward. It will keep you on track. And with that being said, it is very important that your goal, whatever it is your top priority with your accountability. So if you have accountability with somebody else, but your goal isn't a priority, then it doesn't really matter because you're not really going to want to do it because you're not going after something that you care about or something that is a priority to you. So with your goals in mind, whatever that might be, this is a perfect time to talk about it with 2021 right around the corner. What are your goals? What is one of your most important goals? I want you to think about it right now. And do you have accountability for that goal? How is it going? How is it going if you don't have accountability? If you do have accountability, how is it going still? And what are you doing to keep yourself accountable? So with every different type of goal, this is so important, whether it's fitness goals. I mean, if you have a fitness partner, if you have a workout buddy, or if you have a coach that is holding you accountable that you feel responsible for, and you will feel bad if you don't make that workout, that is going to get you to that workout even when you don't feel like it. So this is applicable to all different aspects of your life. So I want you to think about what your goal is. Maybe it is to write a book, maybe it's to start a podcast, maybe it is to get in better shape, to feel better. Think about that goal. And then start thinking about ways that you can hold yourself accountable or ways that you can find accountability from other people. So there are a couple different ways that you can do this. You can reach out to a mentor, somebody who has already achieved the thing that you want to achieve. Those people will give you a lot of guidance. They will give you a lot of help. And obviously, if they've already achieved the thing that you want, you're likely going to respect them. So you're not going to want to waste their time. You're not going to want to let them down. Another great resource is going to be somebody that is a peer to you, somebody that is striving for the same goal as you. They're going to be a great accountability buddy because you guys are both after the same goal. So you can hold each other accountable. And the last way is to find an accountability group. A group where everybody is reaching, everybody is working on becoming their best self. Everybody is working on their own goals, and you meet regularly, consistently to talk about your goals, to talk about what's working and what's not working. So all three of these are great ways to hold yourself accountable for whatever your goal is. But a couple things to keep in mind, especially in the peer and the group accountability, is you want to find others that are committed to the goal themselves. You want to find others that you can trust, that you can be vulnerable with, and if you are going through it, you can share that with them. You also want people that are going to push you, that are going to challenge you. I have been in accountability groups where people don't meet their goals and they don't take action to their goals, and everything is just okay. And yeah, everything is okay, but are you getting closer to the life that you want? If not, then what is the point of the group? Because I could tell myself everything's okay without the group. So for me, especially, it is really important to have an accountability buddy or an accountability group that is going to push me and challenge me. And with that in mind, you have to be open to whatever people are going to tell you. Sometimes they might be a little bit hard on you, and you might not want to hear the things that people are going to say to you, but they are saying it to you out of love. They are saying different things to challenge you and to help you grow and get closer to your goal. So you have to let your guard down. You have to leave your ego at the door and be open and receptive to what different people are saying, especially if they are trying to challenge you. And that, again, is why trusting them is so important. So you want to make sure with your accountability buddy or accountability groups that you have people that you can trust, that are supportive, that have drive themselves. People that you are inspired by is hugely important, and then people that will push you. And with all of that being said, it is so important, like I said, to have accountability to other people. That is really going to help drive you forward and get you closer to your goals if somebody is checking in on you. But at the end of the day, the number one person that you should be accountable to is yourself. And I'll tell you why. Because if you can keep your promises to yourself more than any other person, then your confidence in yourself, your belief in yourself is going to grow. And that is what it's all about. If you believe in your word, if you believe that you will achieve the things that you say you're going to do, then you will continue to do great things. If you have self-doubt, if your self-belief is low because you're not doing the things that you're telling yourself you're going to, then you are just going to go in a downward spiral. You are going to get further away from the goals and from the things that you want. So take this in. The number one person to hold yourself accountable to is yourself, because it is so much more important than just achieving the thing. It is about, like I said, it is about the self-confidence that you have when you do what you say you're going to do, even when you don't feel like it, because you prove to yourself that you are unstoppable, that you can do whatever it is you want, regardless of how you feel. So being accountable is the ultimate, being accountable to yourself is the ultimate goal. But along that journey, there are always going to be different ways to be accountable to other people for your goals. So whether it is proclaiming it on social media, I know that that has helped with a lot of people. Do it. Put your goal out there. If you have a fitness goal, put it out there and check in with people every day. Or whether it is reaching out to a mentor or coach, take that action and do it. Or whether it is finding an accountability buddy, somebody that is after the same goal. Don't be afraid to reach out to somebody, because they're probably waiting for someone. They're hoping for an accountability buddy themselves. So lock arms with someone, because you will be better off if you're doing it together, if you're in this together, than if you're by yourself. Or again, finding an accountability group. And if you can't find a group, then that means that congratulations. That's a perfect opportunity for you to start one. So get some of your friends together or some people that you are inspired by and just start meeting on Zoom. You can do it once a week. You can do it once a month. It doesn't matter. But the thing is checking in with each other, checking in with your goals, and are you taking actions? Are you getting closer to those goals, or are you getting further away? And how can you help each other to get closer to those goals? And accountability is so important. It is probably the number one thing that is going to get you closer to your goals, other than, of course, action. Action is the actual thing that'll get you closer to your goals, but having accountability and checking in and tracking is so hugely important. So find some accountability, whatever it looks like for you. Go after your goals. Don't be afraid. Find some accountability. Keep showing up for yourself regardless of where you are. If you do, there's nowhere that you can go but up. If you would like more free resources, you can head over to showuptogoup.com. Bye.